Good early morning, everybody, or early day, I should say. We're not morning anymore. Um, Today's episode is, as the title states, Universal and Unconditional Love. A lot of you may ask what that is. It's something you felt from your unconditionally loving parents or your mother. A mother always loves her children unconditionally. You know, it's a wonderful feeling, especially in a world that's so dark. And don't fret. I have to tell y'all, don't fret because things are going to get better. You know, one thing about universal love and unconditional love is they're the same thing. All right. There is no defining the difference. You know, the universe is the creator, in my opinion. Father, Mother, and Holy Spirit. You know, it matters not how you address the energy or the universe. It loves you. It loves all of us. For we are all part of it, and it is part of us. I say it because it's neither masculine nor feminine, but the embodiment of both. And, you know, just like each and every one of us, whether we're man or woman, we have both energies within our minds, within our genetics. You know, it's a lot of people want to say that, you know, that they want to be like gods, or be like Joshua, or whatever his name would be in a different tongue. You know, I hear a lot of that these days. God dang it. I hear a lot of people saying that they want to be like gods, or like Jesus, or Yeshua, or Yeshua, however you want to call him. You know, Lord, that's a little tricky because dark ones can be lords too. That's actually more of a name for a dark one, is a lord, a squire. Um, a concubine would be like a feminine darkness spirit. But we're not going to get off track here. The point I'm trying to make is you will not be judged. You will not be ridiculed. You will not be looked down upon or treated any less than when you are in the true embodiment of universal or unconditional love. There is no feeling like you're left out. You know, it's always going to be in your heart as the most purest form of energy. Like it's the purest form of clean energy. It's charity, it's compassion, it's, you know, empathy. It is connecting straight up. You know, it's like I don't go around and judging people or pointing the finger at blame on other people, you know, because I love everybody. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is I want to see more people showing unconditional or universal love to everyone else that is in their life, regardless if they like that race or species of human or not. It doesn't matter the color of our skin or where we come from. What matters most is we are all creations of the supreme, highest of highs, you know? And what the point I'm trying to make is we have to start making changes. You know, we have to start being that which we want to see. You know, and the morality will change like wildfire. You know, it isn't that hard. Did you know it takes more energy to be mad and angry than it does to smile at somebody? It takes more muscles and more energy to make a frown or to be mad and angry than it does to be happy. You know, and being happy just spreads like, it spreads like a divine flu where, it's contagious. It'll rub off on somebody. Like, you can walk down the street and just say hello to somebody with a smile on your face, and that person will smile back and they'll say, good day to you too. That is what universal love is. It's being non-prejudice. It's not having hatred in the heart for anything, any situation, because this is a learning experience. We are all little bits and pieces of the universe having an earthly experience, and I really hate these damn trucks. That ain't universal love. You see that example? All the loud noise at 4:30 in the morning when I'm trying to make an important video. The distractions, and it's not breaking my train of thought though, really, but that's a good example of the powers that be, the elite powers. They're not even elite, in my opinion. They know things, they use blood to get their work done. We use love. That's the difference between angelics and demons, I guess. Demonics is angelics will love you no matter what, where demons will hate you for everything you don't do and for everything you do. There is way too much traffic for 4:45 in the morning. Way too much traffic. Gang stalkers even driving by, mean mugging. That ain't universal love, but I love them anyway. They give me validation. I'm not looking for a validation. I already know that I'm right in my heart. And that's the energy of love. And it's like, it's just being kind to people. A good example of that is look at my daily life. Regardless of what I do in my private time, when I'm out here in the open, out here in the world, there's not much to see right now. That's another example. People don't know how to listen. I told people I would get back a hold of them when I had time to. I can't be upset because I have to be that which I am trying to be. I am projecting a message. I have to embody that message and be that message. It's really cold out here this morning. I think it's like 30 degrees. My name's Christopher Shire. You guys know me. I have another channel that is, I want to say about 4 or 5 years old. That channel still gets subscriptions. I can't even post to that channel. But there's something about what I speak of that gets people interested. It may not start off all great and grand, but there's gems in the words that I speak. If you hear the message, I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to make it all secretive and code talk, but sometimes I do. And that's because, like those guys there, I don't need them coming after me for saying something I shouldn't have said. But who's to say what I can and can't say? You know what I'm saying? Who is controlling the freedom of speech these days? This is America. My First Amendment right is a freedom of speech, expression. They can't take that from me. until it's removed, infringed upon, and it shall not be infringed. You know, like, I love this world. I love everybody on this world, whether or not they get the point, whether or not that they understand, you know, like, oh, they're standing underneath something. It means they don't quite get it, you know. But I'm understanding it. I'm becoming part of it. You know, I've had a lot of travels in my life, you know, and like this is the furthest away from the nest that I've ever been, you know, and it's great. It's a good experience. I love this life. You know, there's nothing I would give to do it over again. If I had a chance to do it over again, I would do the same exact things. I would do the same exact choices, but I would do things a little bit differently. You know, I would think a little better. You know, if think for a minute, if everybody had the opportunity to grow old, but their one gift that they were granted in this life was to, instead of dying, turning back into a baby, retaining everything you ever learned in this life, remembering it all, and living your whole life over again. Would you do it? I would, because it gives me the feeling that I am no longer enslaved in the system, that I have figured out the secret to eternal life. And if I could retain all the things that I've ever learned and do it all over again, boy, I'd be really smart. You know how smart you would be, how intelligent and wise that you would be. You know, you'd be the smartest kid in school. You'd be the richest person on the world because you'd have, you know, rich is internally rich, not like money rich. You know, I don't care about money. Money is not the root of all evil. It's what people do for money is what is evil. Because people do some evil things for money. You know, and going against free will is not universal law. This universe is a free will universe. That means we are loved. That is the ultimate form of love, is giving you the freedom to choose what you wish, as long as you don't hurt another soul, another being, another living thing. You know, there is a circle of life, yes, but it is not to be cannibals. It is not to be soul harvesters or spirit cookers. That is not love. That is not universal or unconditional love. You know, I hope I bump into somebody out here tonight or this morning, and I will show exactly my example of universal or unconditional love to the max. Um, it's an amazing feeling when you can just accept everything for what it is, accept somebody for who they are, what they're trying to become, without going over there and looking at what they used to be. You know, that's not love. That is holding things over somebody's head. That is holding them hostage to their past. You know, the mistakes that they've made, they're in the past. You don't hold that against anybody unless they haven't learned from that mistake. You know, like, I'm in a position in my life where I am trying to learn better ways. You know, yeah, I fell. I fell hard, but I got back up. I got back up on these 2 feet right here, and I started walking again. you know? And the best thing about myself that I love the most is doing this right here, making these videos. Damn, it's cold. Woo! Yeah, she loves me, giving me all this cold, bitter, ugh, chilling bitterness. Lets me know I'm still alive. You know, I love life. Life is wonderful. And it doesn't matter who you spend it with, as long as they get the point of what unconditional love is. It's loving without conditions. You know, it's loving somebody for everything they are and aren't. It's not trying to change somebody so you can love them. Oh, like say for example, you met somebody off the street and you didn't smoke crack with them, so they don't love you because you don't smoke crack with them. So they don't love you unless you smoke crack. That's a bad example, but the point is valid. Oh, I don't love you because you won't smoke crack with me. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that with you, but I'm going to love you anyway. I love you anyway because I know you can't help it sometimes. I know that you struggle with that. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you pull through. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to hold your hand. Take my hand. All right. Take my hand and follow me. I will pull you back up. I will help you up out of your hole. That's what universal and unconditional love is, because I'm not forcing it. I'm offering. All right. I'm standing here with my hand out, offering my hand to help you. That's true love right there. That's what everybody needs in their life. Somebody that strong of a lover, you know? Whether or not I have it or not in my life, I give it. I mean, there's people may say that I don't, or that I'm fake. They're not universal or unconditionally loving me. If they're going to label me or discredit me, or you know, always remember, if it don't feel right, then it may not be right. Little pig, let me in. I thought I lost the signal. Huh. But that's what unconditional love is. It's loving without conditions. It's being there for somebody no matter what they do. You know, like a mother loves their child, or like a father loves their child. You know, it's not a contest. It's not something that, oh, I'm better than you because I can do this for you, or I'm better than you because you can't do that for me. It's not a contest. It's being equal. It's being honorable. It's being respectful. It's being unwavering in your love. It's like loyalty, you know. That's something that we need to fix in this world too, is loyalties. Sunflowers. Keyword is the sun. You know, it loves us. It provides life for these beautiful flowers to grow, right? Be the sun for somebody. You know, be their light. Be their, their saving grace. Pick them up when they're down, when they're wilted, and you can see that they're struggling. Be that. Be that little bit of sun that they need. You know, that light, that universal love, because the sun is from the universe. So it all depends on like what aspect you're going to look at it in. It's a wonderful feeling when you have somebody that loves you. It's a wonderful feeling when you can love somebody also. And I don't really understand why they say you can't love somebody unless you love yourself. But what if somebody does love themselves so much they're afraid to love somebody else? You know, people may say that you're weak because you don't stick up for yourself, or they may stop liking you because you start sticking up for yourself and defending yourself. Is that really a weakness? I would say it's a strength because, you see, an example of this would be I used to be somebody that was a pushover. Everybody took advantage of Christopher, but Christopher didn't care. Christopher died for people. He would die for people and still dies for people. I break my back for people, and not literally, but I'd give this thing off my back to somebody if they needed it. Do the breathe with me. Come on. Who is it? Who is it? Hey, Jim. What's he doing? Yeah. Hmm. I love you guys. Namaste. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, share it around, and remember, there's somebody that loves you no matter what, unconditionally, as the universe loves its creations. Until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful life.